What's going on, guys? So in this video, what we're going to be bringing you is 5 fragrances for the office. Okay, so when I think of office fragrances, when I think of going into work, you want to wear a fragrance that is fresh, is clean, is put together, and it has a good level of lasting power and longevity. Okay, so all of these fragrances we have here are all going to be fragrances. When you think about them, they're going to have a level of sophistication. They're going to be put together. They're going to be masculine as well. Okay, so the first fragrance we're going to bring here, the reason why this one's going to land at number 5 for me is just because it's a little bit harder to come by. Okay, so a lot of times when you try to find it on discount, it's sold out. You can still get it in person at a Macy's or at a Dillard's, but you got to pay full retail price for it. When you do, you won't regret it. Okay, but this one here is going to be from the brand of Prada. This one here is called Prada Lom. So this is one of the king of office fragrances. Again, Prada Lom is going to come at you with some neroli, black pepper, cardamom, iris, violet, and geranium, and as well as some sandalwood at the base. So very nice, fresh, citrusy, herbal fragrance. Okay, really good lasting power, really nice, really fresh, and one of those kind of kings of the office fragrances. Now, if you want something that is a little bit more cost effective, also a little bit easier to get your hands on, you can stick with the same line of Prada fragrances, but we're going to go to a derivative. We're going to go to the Prada Luna Rosa line. We're going to go with this one here. This one here is called Prada Luna Rosa. This is the Eau de Toilette. So one thing to understand about Prada fragrances, they're really known for being on the fresh side of the spectrum, right? You're going to have Prada Luna Rosa, EDT, EDP, Ocean, etc., etc. Luna Rosa EDT is going to come at you with a really actually pretty simple note breakdown. Okay, you're going to have your lavender, bitter orange, your mint, clary sage, and then ambroxan and musk. So think of fresh laundry detergent with the very masculine ambroxan. So it's going to be really projected. It's going to have good lasting power, but you're going to smell fresh, clean, and very sophisticated, very crisp. Okay, so think of white clothes, white linen. Okay, now the next fragrance here is from the brand of Paco Rabanne Invictus. So we've been talking about sort of irisy, herbal, fresh fragrances. Some of us want fresh, but we may want a little bit more green. So when I say green, think of a little bit more fresh meadow, a little bit more like green tea, a little bit more like fruits. And so then with this one, we're gonna go with one of the most recent ones from Paco Rabanne. This is Invictus Platinum, okay? Invictus Platinum is gonna come at you with some grapefruit, as well as mint lavender, and then it's gonna have some cypress and patchouli. So again, another fresh, clean fragrance, but this one's gonna be a little bit more on the aromatic and green side, a little bit more citrusy, okay? But still a banger, still really good, really fresh, and again, great lasting power, really nice, and really pleasant to the nose. Now this next one, we're going into the fresh, but this time instead of green, instead of iris, instead of herbal, we're gonna go musk and woods in our fresh fragrance, okay, for the office. This one, Curly Scents, has put me on, and this one has a pretty simple note breakdown, okay, but still what I'm saying is actually really good lasting power as well. This one here is called Narciso Rodriguez, and this is Bleu Noir Eau de Parfum, okay? So I've had the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette for me is a little too woody and not fresh. So I'm not a fan of Eau de Toilette, but this Eau de Parfum right here, you're gonna have your musk, vetiver, cedar, ebony, and amber, okay? Now this one really is one that is like fresh shower gel, but in a really masculine way, a really woody way. Smells like a woody waterfall, like it just got through raining, and then after it rains, the plants kind of developed really for me. You know, it's very nice, and sort of when I want something a little bit more musky, a little bit more masculine, I'm gonna go for this sort of fresh fragrance, okay? Definitely get your hands on it. And all of these have been pretty much affordable. All of these you can get on a discount at a good price, and you won't be disappointed. All right, now last one on the list for today is really a sleeper in my collection, just due to the fact that it's really not the most popular both in name and in brand, unless you're a fragrance collector. So I really think that you guys will like this one. This one's from the brand of Salvatore Ferragamo. I don't think I've even really mentioned this one a whole lot, but this one, you're gonna get a mixture of citrus, musk, woods, as well as a little bit of vanillic in the base. So this one here is from Aqua Essenziale Blue from Salvatore Ferragamo. So this one here really, some people have attributed it to Bleu de Chanel. And I can see it, but I would say take Bleu de Chanel and make it a little creamier rather than a little bit more woods and citrus, right? Bleu de Chanel is one of those really strong citrus and woods. But in this one, they take it citrus with a touch less woods and more tonka bean and a little bit more vanillic, okay? So you're gonna have lemon, you're gonna have bergamot, cardamom, lavender, tonka bean, and then ambroxan. So the ambroxan and the benzoin at the base especially really gives it a creamy nature that makes it kind of unique where, you know, people will smell it and they'll be like, okay, you smell fresh, but then what is that other note? What is that other note that I'm smelling? You know, it's kind of one of those things when I've had people smell it on me, it's like, what is that other note I'm getting? And so with that, it creates conversations in the office. It creates a level of intrigue in it. And for the price, I think this is under $50. You know, you really will be able to be creating opportunities for yourself. You really will be able to be starting conversations with a fragrance like this. Even if just you're asking, you know, some of your colleagues or some of your friends out in public, you know, hey, what do you think about it? It's a really nice fragrance, and I think it's got a nice character to it, especially for the price. But that'll do it, you guys. 5 fragrances for the office. You got all the fresh spectrum kind of covered in this. So if you want your citrusy fragrance, you have that in platinum. If you want a more herbal fresh, you have that in the Prada fragrances. If you want a more woody, musky, you have that in Narciso Rodriguez. Then if you want fresh with a little bit of vanilla creamy nature, then you have that in the Salvatore Ferragamo. But I think you guys will not be disappointed with any of the fragrances we talked about today. Again, I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock and tap in with me. Subscribe, like the video, comment whatever videos you want me to talk about next. We'll get it done for you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love.